Do 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 do. Let's go live. Let's go live. Oh my goodness. What's going on, y'all? Hey everyone. Can you hear me loud and clear? Loud and clear. This is our Tuesday takeover where we cover a variety of pop topics and some reality television, including The Traitors, Love is Blind Season 6. And what else did we talk about? Look, 90 Day Fiancé. Oh, I just posted a TikTok talking about 90 Day Fiancé, Jasmine and Gino. I am so over them. I'm so over them. Guys, if you haven't already and you've never attended our Tuesday takeover, buckle up. We will be posting the timestamps after the live. Shout out to our King's Guards that hold us down in the live chat as well. We'll be posting those timestamps so you can jump around and listen to the parts that you want to listen to or watch or things like that. You can take Tuesday Takeover on the go because we do post it on our podcast, KEMPIRE. So be sure to subscribe there. We already posted our Married to Medicine recap there. We posted our RHOP recap with Taria. A lot of you love Taria being here. She definitely will be back. If you want some more of me and Taria, go listen to her podcast when I was on there. I was on there twice in the last year. Damn, Taria, I was on there twice in the last year. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Taria also was the MC for our DC show. And a lot of you have been telling me you love the DC show. Speaking of the DC show, I'm coming to Philly this Thursday. Have you gotten your tickets yet? Have you gotten your tickets yet? All right. Let me know in the live chat where you're watching from. And if you got your tickets and you're coming to the Philly show, meet and greets are still available. Get your tickets today at KempireAfterDarkLive.com/Philly. Let's get into our Tuesday takeover and start talking about these people. Just saying.
Baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter. I got the fuse. You make a fire. I'll add the fuel. Follow my lead. Just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool.
Welcome back to the KEMPIRE channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And don't forget to engage in the comment section or in the live chat. Replay crew, we never forget about you. Be sure to let us know what is your good news. We always want to hear from your good news. But first, you know, part of what my good news is, I'm happy to be here. Happy to be happy and healthy. Hold on, let me open my comment section. There we go. I'm happy to be happy and healthy. But as you know, in 2023, I tell you one of my resolutions or focuses for 2023 was my physical health. I started the Pilates. I started doing all these things, getting back into that because, look, if you don't have your health, money, whatever you're doing, success, whatever that is, it's nothing without having your physical health. So back then I already decided, so every year it's just a layer of how to be even more healthy. So I've been trying some new things. You know, I've been doing the Pilates. I've been doing some workouts. I've been, meeting with a nutritionist, all of that good stuff. It's important. So I first gave AG1 a try. Let me take look, this is, I'm going to have some right now live on air because I need it. For our Tuesday takeover, it tastes good. Because a lot of you ask, what's the taste? We'll get to that. So I first gave AG1 a try because I was tired of taking multiple supplements every day, and I wanted a single solution that supports my entire body by filling in nutrient gaps daily. And I need energy, as you guys know, for between covering all the topics and doing all these different stories, especially for Tuesday takeover. I need a lot of energy because we have a lot to get into, okay? So I wanted to simplify my morning routine with easy habits. I wanted to support my gut health, which is very important. I don't think people realize how important your gut health is, while also supporting my immune and brain health. We were just talking about that when we were talking about Where is Wendy Williams documentary. Brain health is so important, even outside of people doing things that might affect your brain. We're talking about in general as we get older. All right. So since drinking AG1 daily, I felt more energized. I felt stronger during my Pilates sessions. And look, I'll let you know by the end of this live show how I feel after drinking all my AG1. Not only does AG1 deliver my daily dose of vitamins, minerals, pre and probiotics, and more, but it's a powerful, healthy habit that also is powerfully simple. I don't know about you. I need my life to be simple. Simple as I'm a Taurus. I like simple, okay? It's just one scoop mixed in water once a day, every day. And the taste, it's not, I know it's green, y'all, but it has like a flavor of pineapple. And even if you don't necessarily like pineapple, it's not overly pineapple. Look, I had to take another sip, okay? So, we've partnered with AG1 before, so I had to partner with them again because I actually believe in the product. So, of course, anytime we're going to bring a partner here, I'm going to get you a discount, okay? So, AG1 is a supplement that I trust to provide that support my body needs daily, and that's why I'm excited to welcome them as a new partner in the new year, we'll say, because we have partnered with them before. So if you want to take ownership of your own health, it starts with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2. I take mine daily. And you get 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase exclusively with our link, drinkag1.com/KEMPIRE. That's drinkag1.com/KEMPIRE. More information will be available in the description. Go check it out. And thank you to AG1 for being a new partner. I'm going to be sipping on my AG1 throughout the first half hour. Just so matter of fact, let me just take a deep gulp. Okay? And honestly, it's easy to go down. It's very easy to go down. Anyways, back to our Tuesday takeover. All right. I see you all weighing in below. Shout out to everyone that's here. We appreciate you all for being here. Joe, I see your comment, and I'm not going to repeat it. All right. Let's start off with some good news. We love to start Tuesday takeover with some good news. What is your good news? I love seeing you guys write down your good news, live chat, replay crew in the comment section. Let us know what your good news. So I have a couple of good news things. Let me open up my notes. All right. And we're going to take it easy today because I want to get to everything. Hopefully. We have so many stories to cover as always. Okay. First off, Philly, excited to see your city this Thursday. I will be at City Winery for our Philly show. We're bringing the KEMPIRE After Dark live show there this Thursday. Have you gotten your tickets yet? What are you waiting on? Okay. Be sure to check that out. Head on over to KEMPIREAFTERDARK live.com/Philly for tickets for our Philly show this week. Okay. The other good news that I wanted to talk about, Johnathan Majors and Meagan Good are still going strong. Come on now. Take a look at this.
How are you guys doing? Doing okay?
In love.
Yeah, we're doing
that was
great.
my answer. Yeah. We're doing good.
That's
Thanks
good.
for asking.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Wicked. Thank you.
Can we replay that? He said what? Say what?
How are you guys doing? Doing okay?
In love.
In love.
Yeah, we're doing
that was
great.
my answer. Yeah. We're doing good.
Great.
We're doing
That's
good.
good.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Wicked. Thank you.
Did you see her reaction? Okay, for those that are listening to this, if you want to see her reaction, head on over to the video version of our podcast. But I will describe the reaction. Let's play it one more time. Shout out to her friends over
How are you guys doing? Doing okay?
In love.
Yeah, we're doing
that was
great.
my answer. Yeah. We're doing good.
Great.
That's his
Thanks for
answer.
asking.
Yeah. How are you
Wait.
guys doing? Doing okay?
In love.
Yeah, we're doing
that was
great.
my answer. Yeah. We're doing good.
great.
We're doing
That's
good. Thanks
good.
for asking.
Here's the thing. Look, I love love. Woo, woo, woo. I love love. But the timing of this relationship has always been a little suspicious to me. The contract extension of this relationship is still suspicious to me. I don't know what's going on here. Meagan Good, if you need help, blink twice or blink once. Look, blink once. It's not, I don't believe in this. I don't believe in this. You know, this relationship came up in the middle of his criminal trial. He was accused of being physical with his then girlfriend, Grace Jabari. And then other people have come out. His other exes have also come out recently with accusations. Remember, they did a whole expose. I can't remember was it Variety? I can't remember. Did a whole expose. No, I think it was Rolling Stone. Did a whole expose on people that have come up with him from school and things like that and talked about his behavior. As you know, at the end of that criminal trial, 2 of the 4 charges he was convicted of. I mean, look, if the relationship wasn't really suspicious, his fashion is definitely suspicious. Come on. Why does he always dress like that? You know what? You know, a lot of people like to say that he dresses... This is not me. I'm repeating what I've seen in the comment section, okay? They say that he dresses like a runaway slave. Wait. Hold up. I think that he dresses like a thespian. Like he's in the theater. Well, remember, he's a you know, Yale? He went to Yale, trained actor. You know what I mean? But that's what y'all said. I'm just repeating what y'all said. One more time. Let me just play one more time for y'all.
How are you guys doing? You doing okay?
In love.
Yeah, we're doing
Oh, that was
great.
my answer. Yeah. We're doing good. We're doing
That's
good.
good.
You said that was my answer.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Wicked. Thank you.
That was... He said, yeah, that was my answer. We know. So that's part of the good news today. All right, let me get to some real good news. Okay, hold on. Heavenly. So, you know, last night we recapped the Married to Medicine Season 10 Reunion Part 1. There was a rumor out there that the show had been canceled. I did not believe that rumor about Married to Medicine being canceled. Dr. Heavenly went out on social media and said that that wasn't true. Well, you know, Dr. Heavenly says she's not going to be recapping Married to Medicine on her YouTube channel. She's reviewing it on Patreon, and I said I ain't paying for that. I love you, Dr. Heavenly, but I'm not going to pay for it. Sorry. I'm not going to pay for it. But people will. But I'm not. Lit with Bev says that was not good news. Sorry. It's good news for someone. I don't know. All right. But Dr. Heavenly on her Patreon, because we're still going to get the information, Dr. Heavenly. Shout out to those of you that paid. We appreciate it. So she confirmed that everyone, including Quad, got their contracts for season 11 of Married to Medicine. That's good news. Let me play the little clip. Let me play the clip. Hold on.
See what go down on the next season of Married to Medicine, because all us got our contracts. That's it. Yes, I got Quad. Yes, Quad is coming back. Yes, she coming back. She got a contract. I'm gonna put it
Quad
out
is
there.
coming back.
Y'all got it. Yes, she coming back. I'm coming back. We got it. Yes, I got Quad. Yes, Quad is coming.
Okay.
See what go down on the next season of Married to Medicine, because all us got our contracts. That's it. Yes, I got Quad. Yes, Quad is coming back. Yes, she coming back. She got a contract. I'm gonna put it out there. Bloggers, y'all get it.
Okay. All right. Soul Bomb Sister says good news for Quad. It is good news because a lot of people speculated after this season and after the last couple of seasons that they have been trying to push Quad out of the show. But maybe what happens at this reunion, Quad is able to build a relationship. Quad, play this right. I know you don't like those women, but play it right. Go hang out. Do a little something. You know how to play the game, Quad. Just go hang out. You don't have to be besties with them. They just want to feel as if you're part of their situation. Play the game, Quad. We know you don't like them. I have to say my energy's already up. Oh, okay. Let's get into it. All right. So we have some more good news. Kenya Moore posted a video inside her Kenya Moore hair spa. You remember? People were speculating that the spa was not happening. So she did a cute, they're doing these viral moments of, I'm this and this is, and you know what videos I'm talking about that they've been playing on socials. So Kenya did this and captioned it, I'm Kenya Moore. And look, the best part of this video for me is Brooklyn. Take a look.
I'm Kenya Moore. Of course I have my own luxury hair spa. I'm Kenya Moore. Of course I get served the wine and the tea at my hair spa. Thank you, gorgeous.
Adorable.
I'm Kenya Moore, founder and CEO of Kenya Moore Hair Care. Of course I sell my own merchandise in my hair spa.
She looks great.
I'm Kenya Moore. Of course I'm doing a new photo shoot for my hair care line. I'm Kenya Moore. And of course, this is my legacy for my daughter, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, you gotta love Brooklyn. For me, the best part of this viral video is Brooklyn. Adorable. Look, word on the street, according to Neighborhood Talk, both Porsha and Kenya are confirmed to come back next season for Sweet 16 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think that's fantastic news. And I look forward to seeing the hair spa. I told you guys this when we found out about the hair spa last season, that I never thought about that for her hair care line, but it makes complete sense. It looks gorgeous inside, and I look forward to seeing more of it and how she's got to make a bag out of this. Because look, no one is promised another season on this show. Kenya, make sure you utilize this platform, get that place jumping, and do what it needs to do. Just saying. So congratulations to Kenya. Everything looks great. I'm looking forward to Sweet 16 because we're hearing all kinds of things about what we can expect for the cast, but we shall see. I don't believe everyone has signed their contracts yet. But Porsha Williams, not Gobadia anymore, will be returning next season. How are you guys feeling about that? And what do you think the dynamic will be between Porsha and Kenya next season? I honestly don't want it to be combative. I want it to be fun. They both have little girls. I want them to have a good time. Any issues, let those issues be with the newbies. Don't let those issues be between them. That's tired and old. We don't want to see that. We don't want to see that. We barely want to see Sheree, but Sheree might be coming back apparently as a friend of. We shall see. I haven't confirmed that. However, our friends over at the Neighborhood Talk are saying that she's going to come back as a friend of. Wouldn't shock me. That is the saga of Sheree's life. Sheree's been on TikTok Live a lot lately. Every time I'm swiping through, I'll randomly show up. And I start creeping inside looking, what's going on? She was hanging out with Al. Remember Al? She was hanging out with Al. All right. We shall see. We shall see. So congratulations to Kenya on that. Lala Kent. Lala Kent posted on social media that she is with child. Who would have thought? Shout out to our friends over at OMFG Reality TV. Lala posted I guess that's a pregnant belly. It's hard to tell. But she just posted a picture of her belly with her daughter, Ocean, saying, I'm expanding my pod. During the season, she does talk about possibly getting pregnant again. Not sure if this person that she got pregnant with is a relationship that she's currently in, or if it's just someone that she's using for this. Who knows? I'm guessing that will play out during the season. Congratulations, Lala. Now send the contract and the NDA to Daryl. Okay. Anyways, congratulations, Lala. So that's the good news. Look, congratulations. Anyone else pregnant that want to make an announcement in the live chat? Maybe that's your good news today. Replay crew, if you're pregnant with child, let us know. Congratulations. Mazel tov. All right. All right. Oh my God. Where do I even want to begin with this mess of news today? All right. We start off with a lot of pop topics. So let's jump into some reality television conversation because I just posted on damn. Do we know where Michael is from 90 Day Fiancé? Look, he was missing, but we reported to you that he was found and then he said that he was scared. He was scared of Angela and that's why he ran away. I haven't gotten an update in regards to it. I haven't gotten another update in regards to it. Sarah says, I'm pregnant. Congrats, Sarah. All right. Princess Gabby says, it's a donor sperm. Okay. All right. Tony says, I'm 11 months pregnant, y'all. You know what? Y'all better stop lying in the chat. Okay. All right. 90 Day Fiancé. Oh, my God. This season. So finally we get the tell-all. I'm ready for the tell-all to be here, to be honest with you. I'm ready for the tell-all to be here. I am so over this season. I almost forgot about this couple. Y'all remember Devin and Nicki? I completely forgot about this couple. She's lost a lot of weight since then. And remember, he used to call her Piggy. They didn't address that this week. They're going to address it next week. She's still wearing those problematic makeup around her eyes, but we'll leave that alone for now. We found out Clayton and Anali has eaten guinea pigs before. Okay. But it was really mostly about Rob and Sophie and Ashley and her man. You know, I've never learned that man's name. You guys will remind me in the chat. That's how uninterested that I am in this season of 90 Day Fiancé, because there have been no one on this cast this season that has been interesting. All right. Anyone notice that Justin/Igor, I felt like he spoke better English during the season, but during the tell-all, I feel like he's finding a hard time speaking English. I was like, wait, I don't know. I felt like during the season, he spoke better English. I don't know what it was. Unless they were feeding him lines. Who knows? You never know. You never know. Gino and Jasmine, though, this season. Oh, Manuel. Thank you so much. Thank you, ATX Mel. Austin Mel. Thank you. Yeah. Manuel is Ashley's husband's name. You know what? Let's start there. I have to say, I really do enjoy Ashley. I think she's a sweetheart. I love the fact she was burning sage. She was trying to get the energy right for this group of folks. All right. She's trying to get the energy right. And I like her. I like her mom and her sister. Her mom and her sister are concerned because remember, and we didn't really address this enough during the season, that Manuel lied to his family about, we talked about it, but that is a red flag. That he was dishonest with his family about where he was and what he was doing. And we found out that Ashley's mom has given money to her to help the family. And Ashley's mom was sort of like, well, these are things that you guys should have discussed. As we know that these two don't really have mature conversations. They end up sleeping with each other to kind of move on. You know, from their issues. So they never truly move on. But the family is concerned based off of what they've seen on the show in regards to his family and him not being honest. So they're seeing red flags when it comes to Manuel. There we go. All right. God only knows Ashley didn't realize she needed the sage for herself. I appreciate some sage. Y'all know that. But Ashley, for me, I like her the most, probably of this entire cast. She's probably the most likable on this entire cast. I really do like her. And she's kooky, perfect for TLC. Just saying. Here's the thing. I feel bad for Rob. What did you guys think of Sophie's new look? She went back to brunette. She looks so much more like her mom. And I'm not sure if that's a good thing. I'm not sure that's a good thing. Especially because her mom is so hard on Rob. And look, I don't think Rob is perfect. Honestly, I think that Sophie should have broke up with him after she found out about his exchanges of video and you know, just flirting with these women while she was, you know, out of the country. So I think she should have broke up with him then. But they've moved from California and they're living in Houston, you know, a little bit more affordable. He feels like she's unappreciative of him. And he also feels like she always sides with the mom. She doesn't have his back. Here's the thing. I get it. It's very much like a Candy and Todd situation between Sophie and Rob. She's always going to have her mother's back. And here's the thing. They gave advice saying if whether or not that Sophie should exclude her mom from their relationship. And she's like, I'm never going to do that. I think you should. I definitely think you should, because Sophie's mom doesn't have any respect or any boundaries when speaking about Rob. Do I think Rob is perfect? No. But I could definitely tell in Rob's eyes that he's trying. He's trying to make a better life for them. Obviously, Sophie can't work. So he's taking care of everything. But she's asking him, you know, I still need you to be sweet to me. I still need to go on dates. And that is important too. But I can understand why he feels so emasculated and so, you know, bullied by her and the mom, because it doesn't seem like she ever has his back. The mom believes, well, before Sophie came, you should have had the house situation fixed. I don't know if it's that easy, especially in LA. You see, they had to leave LA. All right? They had to leave LA. Hey, V Wade. V Wade Biz says, what a beautiful picture of V Wade. V Wade says, first of all, thank you so much for being a member of the channel for 8 months. She says, hi, KEMPIRE. You are making my day after a job loss. Oh, I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm not sorry. Hear me out, V Wade. You lost that job for your next big opportunity. Let us know. I can't wait for your good news when you get that next job or that next entrepreneurial thing that you're going to do. Congrats. All right. And Ms. Bug says, Rob is a cutie. I don't watch. Too many shows is all. Ms. Bug. I understand. The season wasn't great. Rob is a cutie, but I also think that Rob is immature. He's still 30-something years old. I have to remind myself that Sophie is also 20, at this time, probably like 24, 25. She is very young. So I'm not surprised. Do I think that they should have gotten married? No. She's too young. She's too young to be getting married. I don't believe in 2024 anyone that young should be getting married. There really is no rush. There really is no rush. Anyways, yeah, someone just said LA is expensive. It is very expensive. So I'm not surprised that they left. They went to Houston. I can't wait to come to Houston. I want to see what I've seen real estate in Houston, and it's definitely you get more for your money in Houston. You definitely get more for your money in Houston. But I know a lot of you y'all need to leave our state alone because we don't want a Florida situation where everyone run into Florida and messing up the situation. All right. I don't really want to say too much else about this 90 Day Fiancé tell-all, but I will talk about Jasmine and Gino because that's how it ended. I am so over this couple. I am so over them. It's so performative. Of course, Jasmine is so upset when they showed the video footage of Gino getting cozy with strippers. It was filmed. Do we think Gino cheated? Do we believe that this is a real relationship? No. No. But of course, Jasmine leans into what she thinks people love about her when she loses it. And she gets upset. She's like, he's never hugged me like that. Because he hugged the stripper in the video. He's never hugged me like that. And then he's like, well, you had a stripper at your divorce party. You had a stripper. And then she was like, it was my divorce party. And I didn't enter a strip club. You are exhausting. And I don't know, do the fans even find them entertaining? I don't find them entertaining at all. I believe it's all fake. Anyways, I don't want to waste too much of your time on this. Let's talk about 90 Day The Single Life. Chantel. Here's the thing. I'm not going to even talk about Chantel's storyline. I'm going to say where Chantel should have went with this single life experience. And I've said it before, but I'm going to be more expansive. Chantel should have spent 90 Day The Single Life, the spinoff from, all the 90 Day stuff. Is she has her own show, the Family Chantel. She's divorced Pedro. Here's the thing. We didn't want to see you get into a whole other relationship or pretend like you're going to move to Greece or pretend like you're going to bring someone over here on the 90 Day Fiancé visa. No, what you should have done is spent this time, I'm going to have a good time, because the single life is not spent, 90 Day Fiancé producers, looking for love. Some people in their single life are enjoying it and having a good time. That is what Chantel should have represented for this season. Everyone else could have been looking for love. Chantel should have represented, I just got out of a serious relationship. I'm not trying to jump into a serious one. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That's what she should have done. Not spend this, now I'm in love with this man. No. Honestly, she could have done that. She could have been like, look, hear me out. She could have been like, oh, I'm gonna be in love with him for the time being that we're here. But as soon as I'm out of here, I'm out of here. I just wish they would have taken another direction with Chantel's storyline. Producers, you know what you're doing. You know you're directing this. You should be like, Chantel, let's focus on you just having a good time. Enjoy your single time. You're there with your friends. You're there with your friends. That's what it should have been. Just that. Let's have a good time. All right? Anyways. That's all I had to say about, about Chantel. All right. Veronica, where's Veronica? Oh, y'all know every single week I ignore John's storyline. I'm going to ignore it again this week. I literally watch it, but I don't get it. I think the only reason why he moves in with his girlfriend is because he needed a roof. Remember when we first met him with his brother? He was living with his brother. And I think he had to move out once brother got married and now has a kid. So I think he just wanted another roof because she's talking about marriage. Oh, here I go talking about John like I wasn't going to talk about John. She's talking about, I'd hope for like a physical representation of our commitment. And he's like, well, I would like to take it so, but I definitely think that we can spend the rest of our lives together. No, you were looking for another place to live, and you were more than willing to move to a whole other state. That's all I'm going to say about John, okay? If that's his real name. We didn't get any Tyree this week, which is fine. Oh my God, Veronica. I just want to say this. I don't trust. Not that I don't believe this relationship. I don't trust Jamal. I think Jamal is out for self. I think Jamal is out for fame. The best part of their storyline is his fight with Timothy. All right. But they have a sweet moment this week, Veronica and Jamal, because she was losing it, not last week, but the previous week. I kind of wish they showed it last week or replayed it or something. But, she's grateful that he sort of like looked past her antics of last week and things like that. I don't know about this couple. I don't know if I believe this couple 100%. I definitely don't. I like Veronica. I just want to say that. I like Veronica. I want Veronica to actually find love. What they're trying to do with Chantel this season, I kind of wish we were moving in that direction. I think Jamal, and he's quite younger than Veronica. But, and the thing is, he appears younger. You can be young and still have a level of maturity. I don't get that from Jamal. I get the level of immaturity and irresponsibility. I want Veronica to actually find someone that's of her age, or at least has the maturity of her age, and really wants to make a commitment. Remember, this is a long distance relationship. He said in this episode, well, I'm going to start thinking about moving. No definitive date. Veronica is what? She's probably like our age. Look, our age. Veronica, I like Veronica. I've always liked Veronica. I want Veronica to find someone that really loves her. And I think people like Tim and Jamal are just blocking those blessings. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Anything else? Oh, yes, I do have more to say. Let's talk about Natalie. Michael makes an appearance this season. So Natalie has moved on from Josh. She's in California because the entertainment industry is there. Yes. The entertainment industry is there. That's why she's there. She says this to Michael. Michael's thinking to himself, they're still married. I have to say, it was nice seeing Michael. Natalie's mother loves Michael. She wants this to work out. She wants them to get back together. Okay? And after Natalie's broken up with Josh, she's thinking, maybe I can give Michael another chance. Maybe I can give him another chance. And I'm thinking, girl, you just jump from man to man. And next week, we will see the conversation where she says, maybe we can give each other another try. But maybe Michael has someone we don't know. Here's the thing, Michael. We haven't forgotten about the Confederate memorabilia that you had in your house. Oh, look. Y'all forgot about that? Look, Michael and Natalie seem a perfect fit, but we haven't forgotten, but they edited it out. But, we had the screen grabs. Go all the way back when we were covering 90 Day Fiancé with Michael and Natalie. Michael, run. Natalie is just jumping from man to man. She's looking for someone to take care of her. I don't know how she's even going to be able to stay in California when she doesn't really have work. Even with this job of 90 Day Fiancé, her Florida was her best bet. And now she has her poor mother here. I'm glad her mother's here, though, because you know what's going on in the Ukraine. So I'm glad that she's safe and sound. And her mother's sweet. Her mother is her redeeming quality because Natalie doesn't have any. See, Semhar said, nope, we didn't forget. Nope. Okay? I'm glad y'all didn't forget. Because I literally, as I'm watching, I was like, wait a minute. I remember Michael. I remember the photo with the Confederate memorabilia in his cabinet. I was like, okay, Michael. Maybe y'all deserve each other. I think Michael has moved on. I think they need to move on and get a divorce. I think they just have not been around each other for a long. Sometimes if you haven't been around someone for a period of time, you will forget why you hate them. You forget. You start like, you know what? I kind of miss that person, and then you're around them. You're like, damn,
Lies, the lie.
Jasmine says that Natalie's looking for luxurious security. What, in Washington? Well, no, shout out to Washington, but y'all remember where he lived. That wasn't luxurious. That wasn't luxurious. She's trying to look for someone to what's the word? Provide or no, that's not the word. I mean, it means provide, but I was thinking about another word. She's looking for someone to take care of her. Jasmine says, yeah, that's why I don't feel sorry for him. Nope. Thank you, Olga. Olga said your commentary is spot on. Jen says, womp, womp, womp. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our Tuesday takeover where we cover a variety of reality TV news, but also pop culture news. We still have a lot more to talk about, but I wanted to talk about 90 Day Fiancé, get it out the way. Speaking of getting it out the way, let's talk about Below Deck. I'm sorry, Below Deck. I'm sorry. Oh, Below Deck this season. It's okay. It's not great. These guests, here's the thing, guests. It's one thing to get drunk in your own personal life and have those little, awkward, embarrassing moments in your normal life. But to have that chronicled on a reality television show, to only have it replayed over and over and over again for perpetuity, you know what you signed off on. That's quite embarrassing. These charter guests, one of the charter guests told the person serving them, can you do that less loudly? I was like, wait a minute. But we have to keep in mind, production tells them to be tough. They decide on the level of tough, but production encourages the charter guests to be more challenging than they probably normally would be. Allegedly. I can't confirm or deny. But come on, they're producing a reality television show, and so far this season has been For those that are watching Below Deck season 11, how would you guys rate it from 1 to 10? So far, because I still love Below Deck, it's definitely above a 5 for me, but I'm not really loving this cast. And Barbie, ever since you told us that you were a Virgo, everything that you say and do, I'm like, yep, because she's a Virgo. No shade, but yep, she's a Virgo. Ever since she said that, I'm like, yep, that makes sense. That tracks. Okay, I already told you. Okay, Ben was less annoying this week, probably because we didn't really talk too much about Ben. Ben was hooking up with his colleague. I still don't know how I feel about the captain. Ben hooked up with Sonny. That's who he hooked up with. Zandy is trying to help poor Kat get it together as a stew. Frazier gave Zandy an upgrade to second stew. Barbie is not happy. Just when we thought that things had made peace at the top of this episode between Barbie and Frazier, apparently not. And look, as you can see from the cast, we don't have, what's his name? I can't remember his name. That's bad. I don't think I have a photo of him either. Nope, I don't. The bosun. the bosun is, and I get it, he's upset because he can't communicate with his daughter and he has to be consistent or they'll take that privilege away. But because he's traveling and the work that he does, it makes it hard with the reception trying to be in contact with his daughter. So he's been a little frustrated. He expressed that frustration to the captain. The captain was like, you got to get it together. I understand where you're coming from, but he's showing so many signs of frustration, rudeness. You saw he was talking to the woman on the phone in regards to getting towels for the yacht. And she was like, you need to be a little bit more professional. I was like, oh, shoot. Ben is overhearing this as well. Okay. All right. Lou says, I wasn't bashing Virgos. Lou says, not the Virgo bashing again. Some of us are perfect. But the things that Barbie does throughout the season, now that I know that she's a Virgo, I'm like, that makes sense. That makes sense. And that's why it's hard for her to take direction from Frasier. Okay. Foxy, she's not hidden from the channel. Gigi's not hidden from the channel. I don't know what that is. I'll double check later, but I can't do it. I'm live. Okay, but she's not hidden from the channel. Especially if she can watch. I don't know what that could be. All right. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. And if you're listening to this, because you can take us on the go and listen to the podcast version of our live shows and additional content, be sure to subscribe to the KEMPIRE on your favorite podcast platforms and give us a 5-star rating because it matters. And if you missed it yesterday, we had a very busy day of recaps for Real Housewives of Potomac with our special guest, Taria Faison, and our Married to Medicine reunion recap. All right. All right. Ooh, Trauma Queen is bashing y'all now. Trauma Queen says Virgos are a nightmare to date. I neither can confirm or deny. Okay. Sydney says Jared. That's his name. I knew it was his name, but I was like, is that his name? Part of me doesn't want to learn his name, the bosun, because I already have a feeling that he is not going to make it. Oh, someone did it by mistake. Oh, I'm going to have to do it after, guys, because y'all know I have a full day. I can't go behind the scenes and figure that stuff out right now. All right. Sydney Lockett says Jared is not going to make it. He's not. We already knew. We said this at the top of the season of Below Deck. We said this at the top of the season that we don't see him. It's very interesting that we don't see him. And based off his behavior and how he's been falling short, yeah. Oh, Mellow Vibe says, yes, I'm praying KEMPIRE due in June very soon. Due in June, very soon. That rhymes. Congrats, Mello. Congrats. Samhar says Kat is a Leo. I like Kat. And I like Kat's story. All right. Let me take a swig for my AG1. For more information on today's sponsor, check out our description for more details. All right, AG1? All right. Ooh. Sorry, I took a swig too quickly. Jared is a Taurus? Semhar, stop lying to me. I know we have another Taurus on this cast. Hold on. What's his name? Kyle. Remember, because Kyle and Barbie were having the conversation, and that's when we found out that she was a Virgo and that he was a Taurus. Is Jared really a Taurus? Please tell me you're lying. Please tell me you're lying. Please tell me you're lying. Thank you. Semhar. Oh, Kalani says, okay, I love when we start talking about signs. Okay, Kalani says, OMG, I'm dating a Virgo, and we are on the verge of breaking up. Kalani, what is your sign? Damn. Look, damn. Anyways, let me move on because we have a lot more to cover. We got to talk about Apollo cheating on his wife. We got to talk about Peter Thomas. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to press that one. Oh, my goodness. We will get to it. All right. Was there anything else that I wanted to say about Below Deck? No, we'll move on. Mama Ali says, yes, Kyle's a Taurus, but is Jairus a Taurus too? Damn. Look, damn. Kyle's, been under the radar. He hasn't really done too much, but apparently he's going to get into some stuff next week. All right, let's move back into some pop culture news, guys. For our Tuesday takeover, if you're new here, we cover a variety of reality television, but also pop culture news, and we got a lot of pop culture news to talk about, all right? All right. So what did Peter do now? What did he not do? All right. Let's talk about Usher. Usher has been having such a wave, but now he's receiving a lot of backlash for ending up in Bali hanging out with Russell Simmons. Hold on, let me bring up this photo of Usher. Usher has been riding a huge wave right now after the Super Bowl, the tour, everything like that. But now a lot of people are saying, damn it, Usher. So Usher and Russell Simmons, I think Russell made it a point, though, to post all these posts about Usher visiting him in Bali. But let me show you this photo of Usher and Russell. Okay, look all the way in the back. You see a bald head it's not me, with the popping eyes. So Usher was in Bali. He's trying to get his zen back. I'm not going to read all the stuff that Uncle Rush said on social media. That's his name on Instagram. But look at Uncle Rush all the way in the back, y'all. Y'all see his face? Do y'all see it? Okay, let me zoom in. For those that are listening to this, you can see this on socials. Okay, y'all see his face? Look at Uncle Rush's face. Creepy as ever. Look, I was just mentioning the other day that I heard more allegations, and this is part of the reason people are alleging, I'll say they're alleging, that Russell left the country because of these multiple allegations and possible future allegations of him SAing women. So this is why people are like, Usher, why in the hell would you do this right now when your career is on the up and up? Did Uncle Rush pay you in order to do this, to kind of help him? Look, Russell Simmons has known Usher since he was a young man. Not even a young man, a boy. A boy. He's known him since a boy. We're going to leave that alone for now, because you've heard the rumors about Diddy and all. Look, we're going to leave that alone. But a lot of people are reacting to the fact that Usher is spending time with Russell amid these multiple allegations. Allegations against Russell Simmons and SA allegations. And this is part of the reason why Russell up and hightailed it out of this country, to escape these allegations. Lou says, the F? He photobombing and with that weird face. You saw that weird face in between? I was like, oh, creepy. Shivy says, why do men like this get away with this? We could have a long conversation about that, because look, we were just talking about how women have lost their reproductive rights in the United States. I'm just going to remind you, I don't care how you vote. I just care that you do vote. A lot of people are not voting. Don't forget, voting is coming up in November, both your local and your federal, I guess not federal, national, there we go. National elections are happening this November. All right. And damn it, our damn mayor here in New York is not up for re-election until next year. Oh, damn it. Oh, he's an April Taurus. I think we talked about this. Thank you, NYC MP. KEMPIRE Jarrett is a Taurus, April 21st. We don't count him. Look, we don't claim him. We claim the Queen, though. The Queen, I think, is the 21st as well. Or the 22nd, somewhere around there. You know, it's been a year since the Queen passed away. Can you believe that? It made sense to me because, remember, I went to London during the coronation for the King. And she had just passed away a few months before. All right. All right. Moving on. I was talking about Usher. Okay, where can we move on to? Where do I want to move on to from here? Oh, we'll talk about this. All right. Lupita Nyong'o and Joshua Jackson. So there were rumors that these two are getting together. You know, Joshua Jackson is in the middle of a divorce. All right. So they were photographed recently. Okay, nothing to see here. They're at the beach. People go to the beach and hang out as friends. Well, not until we see this photo. Friends do not embrace like this. And look, in all fairness, they're at the beach. You do not even know the zoom lenses that these paparazzis have, because this paparazzi could be on another state and has gotten this picture of both Joshua Jackson and Lupita Nyong'o embraced. She went through a bad breakup and talked about that publicly. He's going through a breakup. I mean, good for them. Good for them. Look, good for them. You know what else? Good for us. Look, good for us. You know, we recapped the Where is Wendy Williams documentary last weekend. Damn, where does time go? Where does the time go? Sidebar. Hold on. Before we move on. Deborah Cartier says, where is Kate Middleton? There was a photo that was circulating that people were saying was Kate Middleton, but there's speculation on whether or not. Remember, she was supposedly very ill. Well wishes. All right. Back to this. What was I talking about? Look. Oh, Wendy Williams. So we recapped in two parts. We recapped the Where is Wendy Williams documentary. Hard documentary to watch, but we said by the end of the documentary, you get a spark of hope. All right? Especially when the guardianship is up for review this year. Okay? So, according to Deadline, it said Lifetime's 2-night documentary special, Where is Wendy Williams, has set a new ratings record for the network. The documentary averaged a 1.2 million total viewers over the 2 nights in the Nielsen Live +3 and 6.2 million total viewers across linear and digital platforms to date. Okay? The network says Where is Wendy Williams is Lifetime's best nonfiction performance in 2 years since the Janet Jackson documentary, which we also recapped. So if you missed that, just put it in the Google Schmoogle here on YouTube. Because we had a good time recapping that 2-part documentary as well. It's not technically 2 parts. They break them down in episodes. So technically, we say 2 parts. It's actually 4 episodes. Look, I did like four episodes, okay? So they said that it's the best new nonfiction performance in 2 years since the Janet Jackson documentary, with total viewers, women to 25 to 64, adults 25 to 64, beating out January's The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, which is now ranked number 2. All right. Look, I know some people felt like this documentary about Wendy Williams was exploitive. All right. Even Sean Zanotti, Wendy's alleged former publicist, who you see in the documentary, said that it was exploitive. This is not what Wendy signed up for. But now it's brought a lot more attention on Wendy Williams' guardian. The guardianship in general has brought a lot of attention to guardianships across this country. And it's put a spotlight on what Wendy Williams might be going through. And hopefully, if Wendy's becomes under the guardianship of her family and is in contact with her family's able to see her, then for me, it was a win. It was a win. According to the filmmakers behind the Where is Wendy Williams documentary, they said that they had no idea that Wendy had been diagnosed with dementia. They learned in the middle of filming this whole situation. Sean Zanotti says that's not true. She felt like they were being exploitive in their questioning. Sean, I feel like you've been receiving a lot of backlash because of how you were depicted in this film. So we get why you were not supportive. Okay. So congratulations to everyone involved, including Wendy, because Wendy will be getting something from this. It will be going into her, I guess her accounts in regards to this. I don't know how this is going to be paid, but right now she is under a financial guardianship as well. But hopefully she won't be under this particular guardian any longer. Once we get that news, we will be excited and talking about that once we find that out. If you missed any of our recap of the Where is Wendy Williams documentary, be sure to check out our YouTube channel, but you can also listen to it on the KEMPIRE podcast. All right, let's move on. Okay, have you guys been following? Oh, this situation. Noah Cyrus, Trish Cyrus, and this man, Dominic, what's his name? Dominic Purcell. Oh, this situation is so icky. There's apparently not a love triangle, but a love triangle of sorts. Because Noah Cyrus's former... They said he's a sugar daddy, but Noah Cyrus has her own money. But maybe he was a sugar daddy. You could be rich and still get a sugar daddy. Look at Mia from RHOP. She had a stripper inheritance. Anyways, this story is so strange, so weird, but we're gonna talk about it. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Where's my article? Oh, here it is. First of all, the update in regards to this love triangle situation is that Miley Cyrus did not know about this. And now that she's found out about this, she's upset. She's upset. So our friends over at UpRocks write this. This is Miley Cyrus's sister won't be saying, I can't see you again to her mom anytime soon. That's for sure. Last week, People magazine reported that Noah Cyrus, the younger sibling of the Flower singer, dated actor Dominic Purcell before he married her mother. This is so strange. This is so weird. They say this. Noah and Dominic were seeing each other in a Friends with Benefits on and off. They stopped seeing each other, and then Tish started something up. A source said, adding, Tish knew he had been seeing Noah. Ain't no good gonna come to you, Trish. Trish, like, come on. There's so many men in the sea. I mean, he's more age appropriate for Trish than Noah, okay? But wouldn't you kind of look at him weird for dating your daughter and her being so young? You went and married the man? So Mama's not just dating this man. She married the man. I say all that to say Tish and Purcell, best known for playing Lincoln Burrows on Prison Break, got married in Miley's backyard in 2023. But get this, Noah wasn't present. That might have been hard. They say this, Noah, 24, was offended. Her mother, 56, married Prison Break actor who's 54 after he and the singer had previously hooked up. Though Noah and Purcell had stopped seeing each other when his relationship with Tish started, the source claims Tish never gave Noah the chance to talk about all of this before they got married. That's weird. I'm not saying that it's wrong. Look. Maybe? Look, everyone's grown, but it's weird. It's weird. But I still would, Trish, I would be looking at this man with the side eye. You hooked up with my daughter. Now you're trying to hook up with me. Ew. So according to UpRocks, he says, meanwhile, Miley had no idea about the drama with Dominic, an insider revealed. No idea at all. But she confronted her mom about it. She thinks it's a strange situation, but she loves her mom and wants her to be happy. Miley is team Tish. Noah is team Billy Ray Cyrus, who she's very loyal to. Because for some people don't even realize that Tish and Billy Ray divorced. She and Billy Ray have always had a really close relationship, Noah and Billy. There's a party in the USA, but not in the Cyrus household. You know what up rocks, y'all. Wow. So I've been seeing the story. I haven't talked, I can't cover everything, y'all. This is why I love Tuesday Takeover. This is where we're able to cover a whole lot. Oh, K-Baby. Okay, I'll say what you said, K. K-Baby said, no, it's definitely wrong. There are too many men out there. Find your happiness somewhere else. Here's the thing. I would be giving this man, Dominic, the side eye as a mom, like you were hooking up with my daughter, who's 24, 30 years your junior. I don't understand that mentality. At the same time, as the wife, I'm starting to think, so do you want a younger woman and not an age-appropriate woman? Just asking. These are things that would cross my mind. These are the things that would cross my mind. Montrez, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Shout out to anyone celebrating a birthday. It is Pisces season. Shout out to anyone that is a Pisces. All right? I'm kidding. Happy birthday. All right. So we talked about that. All right. I do want to say this. So a lot of you have been telling me to watch this show on Hulu called Black Cake. All right. No, not that one. Look, Black Cake. And I kind of had an idea of what the premise of this show is. So I finally, because I was watching Abbott Elementary, and that's where I watch my Abbott Elementaries on Hulu. And I was like, wait, I'm supposed to be watching Black Cake. So I finally started, and I have to say, I got a little nostalgic. Not because I grew up in Jamaica, because I didn't. I grew up with a household of people. I was like the only one born here in America. But it kind of made me nostalgic because like, wow, this is what it was like growing up in Jamaica. And especially as someone that has a grandmother that is half Chinese and half Black, it makes me wonder, may she rest in peace, how she may have experienced Jamaica growing up looking very much like Covey. But let me tell you something. This scene that I'm showing you guys right here on when she's on the beach. Oh, I'm not going to give you any spoilers. But I felt it for her when she went into that water because she's a swimmer. She likes to swim. All of this is playing out. They're flashing back to her story as her kids are learning the truth about their mother who had to escape Jamaica after her damn father basically just married her off to pay off his debt. Only for the man that she was supposed to marry ends up dead, and we're still figuring out who killed the man. Was it Covey? Was it her father? Was it the man Gibbs that she was dating? Or was it Pearl? It is so good. It's done so well. I had no idea that Oprah was attached to this as well. This is based off of a book. I'm only on episode 4 now. I'm taking it each week. Not each week. I'm watching a few episodes a week. I just started this week and I'm already on episode 4. They're hour long. It's impeccably done. It's beautifully done. It spans Jamaica, Scotland, England. It is so good. And no spoilers. I don't know what happens at the end. All right? But it's interesting, especially I feel a connection to it, partially Jamaican, but also because of how Covey grew up being biracial. And I think a lot of people don't realize or even know. If you saw my grandmother, you would think she actually looks more Chinese than Covey does. But Covey looks like my cousins that are also biracial as well. But that's very common in Jamaica where we have, the Indian community, we have the Chinese community and things like that. So it makes me wonder. I kind of wish I had known about this story before my grandmother passed, so I could have asked her, like, what was your experience like growing up in Jamaica, looking like a Chinese woman, having a Chinese parent. I was like, this is really interesting. Really, really, really interesting. Black Cake is available on Hulu. Be sure to check it out if you haven't already. We will continue to talk about it. But her journey, and I'll just talk about episodes 1 to 3. Her journey from Jamaica, she has to escape Jamaica because of the death of the person that her father, because of his gambling debt, she has to escape because this man ends up dead. All right? Hey, Delsenia. Delsenia says, Kempire, I hope you've watched or are considering watching The Gilded Age. That's on HBO Max, right? Or Max, as they call it. Isn't that with, oh my goodness, Cynthia Nixon, The Gilded Age? If I'm wrong, let me know. Elle says, I loved Black Cake on Hulu. It was so good. So good. All right. I'm going to move on because we still have a lot more to cover. All right. I want to briefly talk a little bit about Love is Blind. I don't have a lot to say this week because I talked a little bit about it last week and the previous week. We got 2 more new episodes of Love is Blind season 6. So here's the thing. Megan Fox. Look, Megan Fox, she is very clingy. I don't see this relationship working out. Trevor makes an appearance in the latest episode, and she's like, he's more her type, but she's still, riding hard for being with Jimmy. Jimmy has an awkward conversation with Jessica, someone who is also more his type. She actually peeled back that shell this week, Jessica, who looks more like Megan Fox than Chelsea. She doesn't look exactly like Megan Fox, but also Megan Fox doesn't look like the original Megan Fox either. But anyways, I say all that to say. So Jessica also says when she hugs Jimmy, she almost sort of she had a physical reaction to it. So even though she's been trying to play I'm over him. You're going to regret this. She's not. She's not over him. She's not over him. I kind of wish that Chelsea had chosen Trevor. I feel like Trevor was more her speed than Jimmy. She's so insecure when it comes to Jimmy and Chelsea. I mean, Jimmy. Everything seems to be working out for AD and Clay. I mean, he has his own struggles with his father's past infidelity, and he's worried that he's not going to be able to be, loyal and faithful. All right. AD confronts Sarah about her, Instagram message to Jeremy. So Jeremy and Laura are in a very weird place. She took off her engagement ring, but she did not give it back. I like Laura. I like Laura and Jessica's friendship. Laura's a lot though, but so is Jessica. So I get why they're cool. But I also love the fact that she's not going to sort of just take whatever Jeremy gives to her. But AD confronts Sarah about this DM message, and it gets a little heated. How did you guys feel about AD and Sarah's conversation? Sarah, do I feel like it was appropriate for Sarah to reach out to Jeremy? I don't know, because they did have a connection. It is inappropriate, but he didn't respond. But Laura feels like he should have responded and shut it down. And because he didn't shut it down, it left the door open. But Sarah denies that anything happened between her and Jeremy when they met up. She denies it. That he just dropped her home. She said she swears on her life. They did nothing. But she's like, they did have conversations. And he made it seem like he and Laura were not, like they were not going anywhere. I needed to pin down the timeline of when this happened. Did he say this when he met up with you? I'm figuring that's when he said it, and they were in a good place at that time. Okay, baby says, I'm so over Clay and his speeches. He's interesting. I told you when we first got this particular scene with Clay and AD, something about his vibe, like he seems I don't want to say narcissistic. I don't know if I feel 100% that he's narcissistic, but he definitely loves himself a lot. Deborah says AD read her for sure. And I appreciate that loyalty from AD. AD can annoy me sometimes, like with her theatrics, but in that moment I was just like, you know what? I appreciate you, going there for your friends. So in this last episode of Love is Blind Season 6, the new episode comes out tomorrow. A new episode comes out tomorrow. But in this last episode, they're shopping for their wedding suits, their wedding dresses. So we see all the ladies going through this process. Here's the thing. A lot of these people are going through this process of getting ready for the wedding, probably in their heads already knowing that they're going to say no. Which is kind of crazy that you have to go through this entire process. You got to go through this emotional thing with your family and you're trying on these dresses. I like Chelsea's dress. I did like Chelsea's dress. I thought that was cute. I don't think, did we get to see? Yes, we did get to see 80's dress, right? I'm trying to remember. Oh, rewinding. Did I bring up a picture of them? I think oh yeah, Johnny and Amy. Johnny and Amy were probably, very much like what Chelsea said, the couple that we know are going to make it, like the most, I forgot her exact words, but she was basically saying that they are the couple that's definitely going to make it. And Jimmy did not like that because he was like, so are you saying that we're not doing well? No, you're not. You're not. But she really tried to downplay it. But Johnny and Amy, their big issue is that she doesn't want to take birth control and he doesn't want to get a vasectomy. He said he did the research, and I don't know if what he's saying is 100% true, but it is a surgery. It is a procedure that you have to go through. I don't want him to have to go through something like that, and I also don't want her to have to take something that she doesn't want to take. But she does say that she's open to possibly taking it. So that might be the route that they go. Because that's a big issue, because they do want to be intimate with each other, because everything else is great. And it's not like they're waiting to get married. They're just trying to figure out, the best couple. Is that what they said? I I really do like Johnny and Amy, but you just never know if they're going to actually make it. Because remember, we're watching an edited show. They're painting them as the perfect couple. But we shall see. We shall see. We'll see if they make it down the aisle. I mean, they'll make it down the aisle. We'll see if they say yes or no to each other. Love is Blind, season 6. How are you feeling about this season? It started off really, really good. So far, I'm sort of like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready for us to get to that space. Okay? I'm ready for that next episode. Okay. Oh, wait a second. Mary Lander says non-hormonal birth control exists. So you learned something new. Well, Amy has said that she's open to the birth control. He's saying that he doesn't want to do the vasectomy. And part of me understands completely because he's like, when he learned about the procedure and how it works and that it's not 100% reversible. So you're taking an actual risk that, okay, we did this, but I might be one of that small percentage where it's not reversible. We're learning a whole lot of new things, all right? Rach says, I'm so tired of hearing them talk about birth control. That's their biggest issue. That's their biggest issue. Oh, you got a good point. I didn't even think about this. Riz says, get an IUD. Ladies, speak about it because I have no idea what that experience might be like for a woman having an IUD up there. Look, up there. Just say, I don't know about that. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I am tired of Chelsea, though. I'm tired of Chelsea. I don't feel like Chelsea and Jimmy are actually going to make it. I think maybe, possibly, we could see Chelsea date Trevor maybe for a moment, and maybe they did. You know they filmed these Love is Blind episodes like years in advance. So this is probably like already a year ago that this even happened. All right. All right, so that's Love is Blind. That's Love is Blind. Guys, if you're just joining us, this is our weekly Tuesday takeover where we cover a variety of pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Jada says, yeah, IUD is the best option. Mary Jane's Baby says, my brother had a vasectomy and he also had a reversal as well. Wow, and did he end up having more children after that? Let us know. Oh, wait, here come Mama Allie with all the knowledge. All right. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just save this other comment because I want to highlight it because we learned so much from our audience. Mama Ali says, copper IUDs are the only I don't know, only one, I think you meant, because IUD and they are dangerous. I had 3 IUDs and 2 became lodged in my body. Ow! Well, CM says IUDs can cause issues as well, since they move. Oh, see? Damn. It's a terrible situation. Let me say thank you. I got a couple of super chats. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Julie says, do you think Kimberly and Riley are dating? I'm trying to remember who this is and who you're referring to. You guys will remind me. I'm trying to look. We talk about so many different shows. I'm like Kimberly and Riley. I don't remember. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe says, "Wait, KEMPIRE has Asian in him." The gag. We bros. What is he? What Joe? What's your background? All right. If you look at my 23andMe, it's very apparent. It's very apparent. Julie, thank you so much for a super chat. Julie says, replay crew now, but beyond happy to be a member. Thank you so much, Julie, for your support. We appreciate you. All right. And shout out to our replay crew. We appreciate them always. Guys, we have how many people are in the room? We've got over 1,000 of you here for our weekly Tuesday takeover. We're going to move on and get into some more hot topics. Let's get into some more hot topics. Let me open up. Let's move on to, hold on. I think we need to take a look. Can we just take a little bit of a break, y'all? I've been drinking a lot of water. And our sponsor today, AG1. So I wanted to make sure stay hydrated. But let's take a quick little break because we have so many more hot topics. We got to talk about Howard Stern talking about Kyle Richards. We got to talk about Charlemagne Tha God talking and apologizing to Reesa Tessa. We've got to talk about Heather Gay and her saying body positivity is a scam. We've got to talk about Apollo cheating on his current wife. We got a lot. So let me be right back. I love that song. I love that song. And we're back. Welcome back to Tuesday Takeover, our weekly show where we cover a variety of pop culture news, reality TV, and so much more. I feel refreshed. I'm taking another sip. All right. We talked about the Noah and Miley situation. All right. We talked about that. We talked about Black Cake. Love it. I'm just going down my list of hot topics that I wanted to cover for you guys today. All right. We're going to get into some pop culture news again. I want to talk about Cardi B and Joe Budden. So Joe Budden weighed in on Cardi B being scared of releasing new music. And that's why we're not getting new music from Cardi B. Let me just play this clip for you guys.
Let me get to Cardi B. Cardi B is afraid. And I'm tired of just nobody saying it. Cardi B is scared to come out. It don't take this long to come out. They recently just found every year where she plugged that she was coming, dating back to 2019. It's like 6 different slides in different years of you saying, hey, I have something coming. Even this freestyle was previewed a year ago.
For real?
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Yeah, she was on live and somewhere and played this shit. This ain't new off the stove. Offset the other day in his story. Yeah, I wish my baby would just drop. I thought what are you afraid of? Right? And I'm just thinking about how Cardi B has reacted to tweets that she dislikes, just any comment that she disliked.
Okay. Here's the thing. Hold on, let me move over here. As soon as I saw this headline that Joe Budden says that Cardi B's afraid to release the music, I was like, she said that herself. Cardi B has said that herself, that she is fearful of releasing new music. She said that before the first album. That album was really, really good. And she said that ahead of this new project. But I do believe in 2024, we will get a new Cardi B project. And I get it. There's so much high expectations. Everybody's wanting her to fail. And you know what that is behind. And I'm just like, Joe Budden, you're not saying anything new. A lot of people hold Joe Budden's opinion when it comes to rap. After this conversation about Cardi B being afraid to release music, then he went into a whole spiel about how the female hip hop era is over. Is it over? Do you guys agree with that? He said for certain people it will remain, but in general, the female hip hop, not in Women's History Month, are you going
Lies, the lie.
How dare he? I get it. People respect Joe Budden as a critique of hip hop for whatever reason. But he's not the only person. He is not the Bible when it comes to hip hop or the business of hip hop. I get why people respect him because he is good at what he does. But it should be noted, I mean, technically, isn't he considered a one-hit wonder? Doesn't mean that he's not good. But when we talk about longevity and success, and don't get me wrong, I love how he spun his career from music to now doing what he's doing. However, if I'm going to take musical critiques, especially the business or the longevity of anyone's career, I'm not going to him, to be honest with you. And honestly, I feel like we're seeing a resurgence of female hip hop because you remember for a very long time, it was just Nicki Minaj. And then Cardi B came, and then all these other female rappers came after her. And I was like, and this is probably the only time, because remember back in the day for female hip hop, they had to be connected to some man or some group in order to survive in this industry. And now you're starting to see a lot more female hip hop artists come out on their own. So I don't think that it's over. It might be a little bit of a lull because in general, female artists are more expensive especially for a label to put out there and produce and promote and things like that. Deborah says, never even heard of Joe Budden. Look, Genesis don't even know who Joe really is. Oh, damn. Come on now. Oh, man. Here's the thing. Nicole says, so is Cardi's album a one-hit album? Well, that's never been a thing. It's always a one-hit wonder. Because if you have an album that's a hit, then you've had multiple songs that are a hit. Look at Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill is still able to tour off the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. So, and I don't consider that a one-hit album. I don't consider her a one-hit wonder because obviously she has multiple hits outside of her own solo project. But I get it. But here's the thing. I don't feel what Joe said was anything new. Because literally, Cardi B told on herself. She says she is fearful about releasing the music. I have to give Cardi credit, though, these last few months, because you know she loves to respond and be active on social media. I felt like there was a slow, like we didn't really see a lot of her on socials and until she decided to release this new song. And again, this new song is not so new. But regardless, I think she's starting to set us up for whatever this new project is. Miss Big Miss Muffin says, "Pump it up." That's Joe Budden's song. Get you some Timbs. You know what? Oh, Gemini Rule says you are only as good as your last hit. Damn, tough. Okay, tough. All right. Anyways, all right. Is people in here trying to promote their sir? You will get banned. Do not try and promote your Cash App in here. Come on. Jetta says, now Miseducation it's a classic. It's a classic. And I really do feel like Cardi B's debut album was really good. All right, you're getting banned. All right, John. You're banned. You're banned. There we go. Banned. Don't do that. Look, don't do that. He deleted. Thank you so much, Mama Allie. We appreciate it. All right. Anyway, don't do that. I hate when people do stuff like that. Have some self-respect, okay? Anyways, let me just, because you guys were weighing in when we were talking about the whole vasectomy situation and Love is Blind. Carrie Ann says that coitus interruptus and use condoms while ovulating. He needs to freeze his sperm and get the surgery. That's actually a really good idea. Because that way you can at least know that you're going to have that guarantee. You're going to at least have that guarantee. All right. Phoenix also says watching KEMPIRE while suffering from this horrible ear infection. I hope you feel better, Phoenix. That's got to be, ouch. I hope you feel better. All right. Let's get back to this. Let's get back to our Tuesday takeover. So since we're talking about Cardi B, we got to talk about Nicki Minaj. So first of all, congratulations. I posted a video just this week saying that you can support both Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. It's possible. So Nicki Minaj has launched her world tour, Pink Friday 2. I've seen some of the looks. She's being dressed by Dolce & Gabbana. The looks are looking great. The shows are sold out. Sidebar, some people don't understand, and as someone that started touring and things like that, please understand sold out doesn't mean that you can't get a ticket. Sold out means that a certain percentage has been sold, meaning that there's probably only a handful of tickets left. All right? So I know some people keep saying it's sold out, but I can still get a ticket. It means, there's also resellers as well. But keep that in mind, all right? So Nicki Minaj is facing a little backlash. She's been facing a little bit of backlash during this tour in general, but we know what some of that is. There's always going to be controversy surrounded around these celebrities. But Nicki Minaj is accused by this dancer, I guess a TikTok dancer, or maybe social media, we'll say, because folks post both on TikTok and on Reels, of this. Let's just
Hey y'all, thank you so much to those of you that shared and tagged me in this. I have an update, so let me get into it. So I was reached out to by a member of her team, and I wasn't after payment for this. I was just looking for the opportunity to potentially collaborate and to receive credit, and neither one of those options seemed possible and have been rejected. I want to thank you so much for your words of encouragement. Y'all saw something, knew it wasn't right, and brought it to my attention. And we should be uplifting and supporting each other, and continuing to do so. So I encourage other artists to seek credit for their work. Keep being you. What other people think of you is none of your business. And just keep it pushing, babe.
Okay. So, Casper used to date J-Lo, but he's a, creative director and a dancer and a choreographer and things like that. So he weighed in regards to what this guy is saying about Nicki and the tour. He says, his real name is Bo, but we know him as Casper. So Casper says, please stop spreading false narratives. We offered to pay him as a choreographer, even though it was less than 10 seconds of choreo that we altered. Also offered him tickets to his hometown with a meet and greet. He declined all this and demanded a shout out and to get to dance on stage with Nicki. Casper further explains that, and which makes sense, in order for him to come to dance on stage, that means we have to get costumes for him and this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, this is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. Who do you believe in this instance? As this person's comment says, so you refused compensation because you wanted to be on the tour. Now you're upset you got neither. Look, you make decisions in life. Did she want to credit him? I believe she even posted a tweet. Hold on, let me see if I can find the tweet. Yeah, the original tweet that Nicki had posted, she says, I thought a lady Zara made it up in regards to the dance that people were doing to her song. And she says, I thought she was an artist having fun with it. So glad Barb's brought it to my attention in time, making me proud as always. She says, I'll have Casper reach out to this very talented and seemingly very sweet guy ASAP to figure out the best way to make him feel seen, appreciated, and paid, because he had posted an original video before this particular video that we just showed you. All right. I don't know. It looks like they tried to do right by this man, but maybe he wanted more than they were willing to give. At this point, it's he said versus she said. Who do you believe? Who do you believe? I don't know. Look, I don't know. Exactly. Jennifer's like, not tickets and a meet and greet. Well, according to Casper, it's 5 seconds of choreo. 5 seconds of choreo. If it was like a full-on dance, maybe they would have thought to do something else. I don't know. I mean, now we all know, look, young man, continue to be great. Continue to do your dances. At some point, you'll have that next opportunity. It seems as if Nicki had every intention to support him and credit him for his work. Amina says, this is why I'm twerking on the fans. Amina says, so this choreographer wanted a moment for himself on stage. Just saying. Here's the thing, though. Do I think it was wrong for him to ask? No. You should always ask. And if they say no, fine. Or maybe we can meet in the middle. I don't think it was wrong for him to ask, because if you don't ask, you might be pleasantly surprised. They could have said yes, but apparently they said no. Kay says, yeah, it's not his tour. Have a seat, sir. But like I said, is it wrong for him to ask? No. But I think that it would have been cute, maybe in his hometown, not to go on the full tour, in his hometown, go up on stage. Now that would have been cute. Just saying. Oh, damn. Miss Missy says Nicki should have paid him just like Beyonce did. Because then wasn't there a controversy with him and Beyonce too, right? I think I saw that as well. Sandra says, I believe Nicki, as everyone else is saying, he allegedly tried to do the same thing to Beyonce. Damn.
Lies! The lie!
Not y'all exposing this man. But like I said, and let this be a lesson for anyone that may be on the fence about asking for more than you think that you deserve. Ask, because the worst they can say is no, and they're like, okay, then I'll take what you were offering, or not, or just choose to be like, you know what, I'm worth more than that. But damn, but damn. Anyways, guys, if you will be in Philly, the KEMPIRE After Dark live show is coming there this Thursday. This Thursday, we will be at City Winery for our special KEMPIRE After Dark live show. If you haven't gotten tickets already, be sure to check out the description of this video or audio if you're listening to this. Get your tickets today. Bring a friend, tell a friend, spread the word. If you live in Philly or South Jersey, this is a great opportunity for you to come to our live show. We're going to talk about everything. Everything from whatever's in pop culture to the Reesa Tessa of it all. Come on. Speaking of Reesa Tessa. So, as you know, Reesa Tessa has been making waves. If you follow me on TikTok, we watched the Reesa Tessa, well, we listened together, the Reesa Tessa situation. 50 parts. We didn't listen to all 50. We listened to the 30 parts, the last 30 parts together. And look, it was a dynamic story. A dynamic story. It has garnered her over 3-point-something million followers on TikTok. It has garnered her opportunities to be on Tamron Hall. She was just on Good Morning America. But on Tamron Hall, she called out Charlemagne Tha God. She didn't say his name, but she said a media personality, a big media personality, had referred to her as a big back. So let me just play for you what Charlemagne originally said, because Charlemagne is now speaking out. Okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I hear a lot of big back behavior. Does she have a big back? She do give Sheila that was driving up the mountain. Okay. Yeah, Sheila was beautiful though. Yeah, no. You talked about the big back, not the face. She's cool. No, I'm just saying, because in a situation like this, some of you big backs, y'all gotta stop being so thirsty for a man. There's a man out there for you. Okay, this woman believed all of this because she wanted to believe all of this. Big back belief isn't like everybody else's belief. Okay, she said it herself. He said everything I wanted to hear. She wanted to believe whatever was coming out of his mouth because she wanted a man so bad. And then I seen him and he actually looked like her, but
Okay, so I wanted to play that original clip for you from The Breakfast Club. So now Charlemagne Tha God is speaking out, I'm putting quote, apologizing for what he said, because on Tamron Hall, Reesa called him out for referring to her as a big back, saying that, you know, because she has a big back, like she doesn't deserve love. So he went on The Breakfast Club and said this.
Piece of others. I disturbed that woman's peace, and that wasn't my intention. So I apologize if my words made her feel that way. But I do have two things to say. Number one, I never said she don't deserve love because of her size. Right. I didn't even know she was big. Just told the story, and I said it sounds like big back behavior, and then I started talking about big back belief. Now, if y'all want to have a conversation about reinforcing negative stereotypes of big backs, I understand. I'm open to it. But acting like I was having a conversation about Reesa Tessa's looks and size, that's not accurate. I was speaking in general terms about big back behavior and big back belief, and I actually said nobody has to be that desperate because there is a man out there for you. And I do have one final point, just one. We all have social media. No, we all have social media. Absolutely. And we all use it for different reasons. Yeah. And Reese's getting a lot of props for being so vulnerable. Salute to her. But I personally feel like we have to stop bringing this stuff to social media if you don't want people to have an opinion about it. Absolutely. Because some of this stuff should just be reserved for our therapists. If we can't handle people having an opinion about whatever we are venting about, keep it off social media. That's my personal
That's a good point. When you put it out there in the world, the world's going to come back many different ways. Absolutely.
And she said that she was already insecure about her weight. So then why would you come to such a big platform thinking that, you know, you're going to be off limits from comments, like, because it's people who was actually going in on her. Absolutely. You didn't call her a big back. No, I was just speaking towards big back behavior. Yeah.
So what is big back behavior? What is big back referring to? Am I clueless? Here's the thing. You may have not said it directly about her and referred to it as big back behavior, but it was still derogatory. And yes, just because someone puts themselves on a platform doesn't mean that you can be fat phobic, doesn't mean that you can be problematic, especially as a mental health advocate. So I'm not confused. I get it. I don't believe that was a full, genuine apology. Just because someone decides to share their story, her intention, she says, I know the story does not make me look good, but maybe I can help someone else that might be in the same situation. So she was being vulnerable in order to help other people. But like I said, you referring to this as big back behavior is still referencing someone's physicality. No matter how you want to spin it, it's still addressed. And the fact that you are so clearly not understanding that big back belief. What is big back belief? You're still talking about someone's physicality. Look, I'm not confused. I know exactly what it is. And my thing is, a true, genuine apology is actually apologizing and not making an excuse for your apology. And like I said, just because she decided to share on TikTok doesn't mean that gives you a right to be, and this is for anyone, racist, homophobic, transphobic, problematic, fat phobic. It doesn't, and I've said this before in covering this situation with Charlemagne, is that in our society, and this is why they feel so emboldened to not truly apologize or take back what they said, is because we are a lot more fat phobic and okay with being fat phobic than we are about anything else. You're like, oh, just eat properly, be better. As if it's that easy. So I wanted to give you an update because we talked about this last week in regards to Charlemagne's comments about Reesa Tessa and that story. But a lot of other people pointed out that Charlemagne, so what exactly is big back behavior? His wife is a smaller woman from pictures that I've seen. So does that make her immune to what you were doing to her and publicly talking about it on your platforms about cheating on her for years? Then there's that. I did see this comment. I haven't confirmed this, so I'm just going to just preface by saying I haven't confirmed this, but Danny says Reesa Tessa just signed an entertainment deal because they're probably going to spin it into some sort of series. Good for Reesa. Reesa, you are making all the right decisions when it comes to your situation. You are taking this 15 minutes and you're going to spin it into something. Good for you, girl. I can't wait to talk about this in Philly because we're going to talk all the talk. And short and shady comments, feel free to open up about your situation. We want to know, we just had Sunny call in a couple of weeks ago telling us about her own Reesa Tessa story. I was like, wow. But I also was not like, wow, because we know there are so many people that are not vulnerable like that on social media or telling their truth. There are plenty of people, all shapes and sizes, colors, religions, all of that have gone through some situations in their relationships, have ignored red flags. That's why I was like, although, we were judging, we were watching together on socials, we all understand that all of us on some level have looked past red flags in our lifetime. So although we judge Reesa and she says, I know you guys are going to judge me, we also have done not similar behavior. Some of us have, some of us worse. Some of us are in the middle of a situation like that. But good for Reesa. She's turning this terrible situation into a big payday. Good for her. All right. Speaking of cheating, Apollo Nida is in the news, y'all. Y'all remember Apollo, right? So look, his poor wife. Whoa. She was recently on social media with Fallon talking about, Simon's getting a divorce. That money's now available. This woman stuck beside Apollo Nida. You remember Apollo, Phaedra Parks' ex-husband, who is going to make an appearance on Married to Medicine at the reunion, and we're all like, why? I kind of wish this all came out right before, he went filming so that they could ask about it, but they probably wouldn't anyways. So, we met Apollo on Real Housewives of Atlanta through Phaedra. The Phaedra math wasn't mathing about when she got pregnant, but they got married. Okay. He had already had a sordid past. only for him to get back into another sordid situation and end back up into prison for like 5.5 years. Okay? This woman stuck beside him. Look, we even have pictures of him in prison. She was in there taking these prison photos with him. She stuck beside him. Apollo still looks good, but he's a lying, cheating, low down, dirty dog.
Lies! The lie!
Kia says, I'm not surprised he cheated. Me either. I mean, what did he go to jail for? All right, let me show you some of the footage. Shout out to our friends over at On Site on Instagram. They got the receipt. So I'm thinking that his jump off, his side piece, his sneaky link is upset with him and has exposed him. Okay? So we got a couple of receipts and things that we got to go through. All right? So first off, look at this footage. I'm going to walk you through it because you can't hear anything. Apparently, she's got a camera. She's probably been setting him up this entire time. So she's talking to him. She's got a head wrap on. He's grabbing her by the booty. Look. To sit down. They're about to do a Netflix and chill. She got the Ring camera footage, all of it. He's laying down. She's laying in his lap. They're about to watch the next episode of Love is Blind, Season 6, Episode 10. Okay? They're chilling. They're having a good old time. Because who else would have this footage besides her? Right? You can crack into someone's footage, I'm sure, because it's all internet-based. But still, I don't think so. I think she gave up this footage. They just chilling, having a good old time. All right, there's more, though. There's more. Because if you can't tell that's him, look at this Ring cam footage out front. She ring, ring. Look. Let me on in. I'm here to get some. Okay, Apollo. Let's watch that again, because Apollo, you ain't no good. Look at Apollo on his phone, waiting to be let in by his sneaky link. Okay. Ain't no good gonna come to you, Apollo.
Lies! The lie!
But there's more. Look, wait, but there's more. There's also text messages from Apollo. Let me see, what did I do with those text messages? Oh, here they are. Look at these text messages. All right, we'll start from the left to the right. This stems back to Sunday, December 31st, not on New Year's Eve. So she says, at the top of this, you can see it says Apollo. So she's in the green. All right, so she says, I have an idea I want to pitch to you for your future success. Everybody just trying to ride with Apollo. He says, okay, cool. When we see each other, we can talk. Happy New Year. I love and miss you. You are awesome. She says, I love and miss you as well. She says, Happy New Year, my love. Things are going to be great. 2024. So this is recent, y'all. He says, yes, they are. We're going to have a baby. Laughing out loud. Ain't no good gonna come to you, Apollo. Sidebar, do y'all think that Phaedra, hear me out, hacked into this woman's Ring cam and exposed him? I'm reaching as much as they were reaching, thinking that Quad is the one who released the Dr. Jackie footage. Anyways, so he says, yes, they are. We're going to have a baby. I can see the reaction on your face right now. I'm just busted out laughing. Okay, and another text message. He says, why would you keep it there? I'd rather you tell the truth and just say you lied. He says, I didn't lie to you about a gift, shaking my head. It is Tom Ford perfume, Rose Prick. Thank you. Let me know when you're coming. First of all, I heard that the Tom Ford perfume is like $400. Apollo, where are you getting this money? She says, thank you. Let me know when you're coming. He says, I can head that way now. She's like, yes. He says, driving. Okay. 3 minutes away. Okay. The door is open along with the Ring cam. I added that part. So in this last text message, all right, she says, tomorrow for sure, I'm super tired, but if you want to come, you can. He says, okay, get rest. She says, okay, please be safe. He says, I will. And then she says, 2. He says, all is well. I'm heading to talk to Phaedra in regards to my children. Today has been hectic, but very productive at the same time. So that's just some of what has been exposed. And like I said, I don't know who has exposed this information, but based off of the evidence, it's like court. It looks as if this sneaky link, Apollo Nida's alleged mistress, is the one that exposed this relationship because this is her inside footage and her outside footage. But like I said to you before, I feel so bad for Apollo's wife, his current wife, because she stood beside him in prison. From the beginning, she was standing beside him. All those long, lonely 5 years, this woman stood beside him, went to prison, took these pictures with him. Been with this man, only for him to treat her. What in the Reesa Tessa is going on? But look, red flags. See, perfect example. Beautiful woman that he's married to. Doesn't matter. Look, Beyonce got cheated on too. Beautiful and with money. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what else doesn't matter? Peter Thomas. You know, Peter Thomas has been facing so much in the last few years in regards to his businesses. We shouldn't be surprised because things have been shaky. But you know, I told you at one point, I was like, you know what, Peter seems like he's doing well, only for us to find out, no, he's not doing so well. If you missed any of our other updates in the last few months about Peter Thomas and his businesses, be sure to check it out. We're going to give you an update because Peter Thomas says, oh, Lord, that a court has ordered for him to pay $9 million over a never-opened Miami restaurant. He says they'll never see a dime. Peter says he ain't got it. Peter says he ain't got it. So this is what Radar Online is reporting. Ex-Real Housewives of Atlanta star Cynthia Bailey's, damn, Cynthia. It's your fault, Cynthia. You brought him on. You brought him into our lives. So they said Cynthia Bailey's ex-husband, Peter Thomas, was hit with a massive 7-figure judgment over a Miami restaurant he planned to open. So this is not about Bar One or Bar None. This is about another restaurant. I wonder if it was a restaurant with him and then Dr. Wendy Asefo. Dr. Wendy Asefo, I know you are at home like this. I'm so glad that I didn't get in business with him. I'm so glad. So are we. So according to court documents obtained by Radar, last month, a Miami judge granted a default judgment in favor of DTS Retail against Peter Thomas, his now closed Miami restaurant, Bar One Miami Beach, and his separate business, One Society. They said that Thomas ran Bar One from 2019 until late last year when the business was evicted over unpaid rent. Before the eviction, Thomas had plans to open a separate upscale supper club. He's always got plans, named One Society. He said he planned to spend $3 million on the project. The project never took off, and the company formed for One Society was dissolved. So DT Retail was the landlord for the location where Thomas planned to open One Society. In January 2023, DT sued Thomas and his businesses. The landlord claimed One Society signed a 120-month lease for the location. Look, do the math. 120 months. There are 12 months in a year. That's 10 years. Damn. That's not unusual, though. That's not unusual. Because I've seen that happen before. At the time, DTS said One Society owed $61,000 in back rent. In addition, the landlord said that Thomas had failed to produce the tenant's plans within 30 days of the lease being executed as required per their deal. The company claimed that One Society refused to turn over the keys despite the breaches. DTS demanded Thomas be ordered to vacate the location and cough up the unpaid rent. Sound familiar in regards to Peter? Ooh. Thomas and Bar One were listed as defendants in the lawsuit due to them being guarantors on the lease. In response, Thomas denied all the allegations of wrongdoing. We know. We're used to him saying this. He argued DTS breached the lease by failing to provide him sufficient access to the premises. He argued DTS accused... hold on. Make sure y'all here with me. He argued DTS actions excuse his obligations under the lease until the breach was cured. Thomas responded by One Society did not file an official answer. Oh. So Peter Thomas responded, but One Society did not file. Remember, One Society was the business that he had. One Society did not file an official answer, which led the judge granting a default judgment against One Society and ordered the company to vacate the premises immediately. Damn. In a recent motion for this default judgment, DTS argued that One Society and Thomas had not paid the lease continuing monthly obligations of base rent, which began March 1st of 2023. So it's been a year. And other operating expenses, insurance, and property taxes. DTS claimed due to the default, One Society and Peter Thomas were responsible for damages including accelerated rent and operating expenses due under the lease. The landlord demanded $9,175,189.38. Ooh! Which includes all rent owed on the 120-month lease and other expenses. On February 27th of this year, the court granted the default judgment and awarded DTS $9.1 million plus attorney's fees from Peter Thomas and One Society. I feel bad for him, y'all. Maybe I'm just too empathetic. I feel bad because this is not good. It's just one blow after the next. But that also makes me think, Peter Thomas, you've been accused of some damning things over the years and recently, especially how you treat your workers and if they get paid or not, or on time, allegedly. Peter tells Radar Online, he's talking to the blogs, Peter tells Radar Online he plans to appeal the judgment. He should. He says, I'm going to win. Or should I do it in Jamaican? I'm going to win. He says, they'll never see a dime. Thomas accused the landlord of micromanaging him and failing to give him the keys on time. As you know, Radar first reported that Thomas's Bar One was evicted from its beachfront location over unpaid rent. The restaurant has since closed. A few weeks later, Thomas was arrested for driving under the influence in Georgia. Prosecutors have yet to file any criminal charges over the incident. Thomas and Bailey, as you know, Cynthia Bailey, were married for 7 years before getting a divorce in 2017. I know Andy Cohen recently asked Cynthia Bailey about Peter. She did not want to talk about it. She did not want to talk about it. She said, that is for him to talk about. I don't want any involvement. I don't want any involvement. We have always so much to talk about and unpack when it comes to this situation on Tuesday Takeover, okay? So we have to quickly move on to something else, all right? Let me look at my notes. All right. I didn't even talk about the Chris Brown of it all. Let's talk about Chris Brown really quickly. All right, so Chris Brown is back in the news, y'all, and it involves Popeyes chicken. Not Popeyes chicken. All right, so let me get into this story in regards to Chris Brown, because he also owes some money now, too, allegedly. Not allegedly, it's in court documents. Our friends over at The Root write this. It says, restaurants are known for being tough investments, and Chris Brown is finding that out firsthand. They said back in September, the R&B singer was sued by City National Bank for nearly $2 million, alleging that he owed the institution for a loan it gave him and other investors to buy 2 Popeyes chicken locations. All right. The bank alleges that the loan took place in 2018 and the borrower and guarantors owe $2,140,901.74 in unpaid principal and interest. Meanwhile, the singer is noted as a personal guarantor who owes $1,314,367.40. According to BNN Breaking, a Los Angeles court has weighed in on the legal battle, agreeing with a Georgia's court ruling that Chris Brown must pay the bank $1,760,654.11. He was warned that if he continues to ignore the situation or doesn't pay, get this part, within the allotted time frame, he risks having his property, money, and wages seized to satisfy the debt. The Forever Singer now has 30 days to respond to the ruling. So they remind us that this isn't Brown's first foray into fast food world, as he also owns several Burger King franchises in Virginia. Though every restaurant is different, his previous experience with fast food makes this misstep seem even worse. While Brown probably has business managers handling these affairs, it's up to him to be informed and knowledgeable about what's happening with his money. Well, Chris is very rich. I don't see him having a problem paying this, but maybe he will appeal it. We shall see. They said anyone who's ever been in a protracted dispute with a bank, credit card, or company, or collections agency knows you can only fight these organizations for so long before you have to just concede defeat and come to some sort of agreement to pay the outstanding debt. Somehow, some way, they always get their money. And then we imagine that if the debt is nearly $2 million, things get even more intense. Damn. Look. Damn. Let me say thank you. We had a couple of super chats. Oh, wait. I already read this one, right? Oh, I read these super chats already. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for the super chats. We appreciate the support. Guys, don't forget you can support the channel just by liking the video. We are here for our Tuesday takeover, covering up a bunch of different hot topics that are happening in the world. All right. Do you guys even like Popeyes? I don't even like Popeyes chicken like that. Just saying. That's just me, though. But I appreciate the business venture. Anyone else? I do. Look. All right. Let me close out today because we got a couple of more things that I want to talk about. But let's talk briefly about the Traitors. Okay? The Traitors. So what we found out from Andy Cohen, he made us a little excited because he talked about this on his radio show, Radio Andy, and gave a little hint at what plays out during the reunion. The reunion, because remember season 1's reunion wasn't that great. And Andy hosted it. Andy's hosting it again this year. And he says that certain traitors do not see the finale and how it ends. So you get their real life reaction during this reunion. And this week, we're going to get the finale and we're going to get the reunion. So you're going to get the finale of the Traitors, and then you're going to actually get the reunion right after. So we do not have to wait too damn long, which I appreciate because, that's been very frustrating this season. But I don't know what was more frustrating, that or the fact that Phaedra just gave up on this week's episode of The Traitors. She just gave up. And I wish she kind of gave a little bit more of a fight. Sheree was just like, I feel like you're a traitor. Are you a traitor? She wasn't convincing anyone. I do think that her choosing Kate wasn't a smart choice. And not because Kate threw her under the bus. Kate was really trying to help her. But poor Kate's efforts to try and help Phaedra this week only hurt Phaedra this week. Well, no, only hurt Kate this week. And Phaedra. Because the entire group felt like, no, Phaedra is definitely a traitor. Sidebar. Alan Cummings broke character this week when they were playing the competition. Some people say that they don't even watch the competitions. I still watch the competitions. Am I fully engaged in the competitions? Not all the time. It depends on the competitions because certain competitions I'm more interested in. This particular competition was interesting because I don't know, it just was more interesting, but Alan Cummings was laughing when they were falling into the water, but Trishelle was like a pro at it. She figured out the way to maneuver those platforms and get across. MJ really had me riding for the faithfuls because normally I ride for the traitors. But she got me excited about the faithfuls. And look, I think Sandra's definitely on to Kate this week. The way this week's episode ended, what Kate said at this round table stuck out to Sandra, and it was almost cruel calling Phaedra selfish. Honestly, for me, it was a tell. And Kate, I thought you'd be a better traitor than you actually are. I wonder if Phaedra had selected CT or Trishelle, if they would have taken it. I think they would have taken it because they're competitors. They're competitors. They were like, yes, I'll take it. I don't want to be eliminated from this game. Rosanna says, I was cheering for MJ. Me too. I was so excited for MJ. Bring back Shaz. Look, bring back Shaz. Anyways. So what else happened this week that I want to talk about? So at the top of this episode, Peter is eliminated. So for those that watched last week's episode and saw how it ended, we didn't know who was going to be eliminated at that round table. Peter was eliminated because he felt more like a traitor than anyone else. But they were already on Phaedra's heels at this point. All right. And then the traitors decided to get rid of John. John was really good at this game as well. So they were trying to really break up that group of faithfuls that were on to the traitors. Kate, though, she wanted to redirect everyone after they voted out John. She wanted to redirect everyone off of Phaedra and try and go after Sandra. But now it makes me wonder if Kate will make it to the end. I wonder if they will give Kate an option to choose another traitor. Because that might be the saving grace, is if they choose another traitor. And the only problem about choosing another traitor, I hope Kate doesn't choose Sandra. Because you have been sort of throwing Sandra's name around. And if that gets back to Sandra, that's not going to be good. It's not going to be good. I really enjoyed this season. I do hope in season 3 that they go back to mixing it up with reality TV stars along with real people, because I enjoyed this cast. However, I want to kind of have that mix where we really don't know anything about some of the people that are there, because I feel like a lot of people that know these reality TV stars know a lot of, know how they're going to play the game. But some people, like myself, I don't know all of them. I didn't really know Sandra. I didn't really know, I know CT. Didn't really know Trishelle, and I knew Dan because I watch a lot of reality television. All right. You know what I miss? Squid Game. That Squid Game, that's a damn good game. Especially because you're playing for a lot more money. They should do a celebrity version of Squid Game. Don't you think? I mean, I don't know how many celebrities they could get. They had like hundreds of people playing that game. Oh, they need to do a celebrity version of Squid Game. Because especially these housewives, millions of dollars they're fighting over. But I'm on the fence. I think for traitors, I think I'm rooting for Faithful to win. It depends. It depends on how this season finale goes. The season finale for Traitors and the reunion will be airing this Thursday exclusively on Peacock at 9 p.m. Eastern. Run me a check. No, I'm kidding. I have to say, look, I don't normally root for Phaedra, but she made me like her during the Traitors. But I wish she would have played the end of this game a lot better than she did. All right, moving on, because we have so much more to cover. I want to play this clip from Heather Gay. So Heather Gay from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is talking about her use of weight loss medication and talking about body positivity and how it's a load of crap.
You represented body positivity. And now some women are saying it's kind of a cop-out.
Yeah. I've sold out. I've given up the banner of, relatable, accept yourself, love yourself. And it's disappointing to sad to know that body positivity was all a big lie. Because it's better to not be overweight.
What did people start to say?
You look great. You look thin. What are you doing? Are you on Ozempic? I started to feel seen for the first time, even after being on television, writing a New York Times bestselling book for the first time, I was being valued by my castmates, by the public, in a way that I had never been valued before. And that felt to me sad.
So what does that say to your daughters, though? You've tried to teach them, you said, to love themselves. But you've been able to really finally accept yourself as a smaller person because of a drug. So what does that say to them?
I want them to feel empowered, but as a mom of daughters, it is a very nuanced razor's edge because I don't want to lie to them and say it doesn't matter. What matters is on the inside, but it does matter. I don't know why that's the way it is in the world, but that has been my experience.
That's a tough message.
It's a tough message, and I don't know how to deliver it to them. I have beautiful, vibrant, empowered daughters, and I would hate for them to think that their value is limited to their dress size.
Wow. Do you guys think that's true? Look, we were just talking about fat phobia and how that's mostly accepted. So I think there's a level of truth in there, but do I think that body positivity is a load of crap? No. No. I also think that this whole weight loss medication trend is exactly that, a trend, because if you don't figure out your issues with food and literally, Dr. Jackie said this on the Married to Medicine reunion, is that you have to also change your lifestyle or you will get back to that same weight. And God only knows what these medications are actually doing to your body. Because that's one of the things about these weight loss fads. A lot of the times, once you stop taking it or you stop doing that particular weight loss fad, you end up messing up your metabolism, reportedly, and your metabolism ends up being slower than it originally was. And I also have to say, like, these medications, you have like a gaunt look. Like, I get it. Some people are looking good with it, I guess, depending on how you're managing it. But I also hear what Heather is saying in regards to the world's perception of her when she was heavier versus what it is now. I wanted to talk about it because it's been in the news, but because of time, we're going to move on. We're going to move on from that. Speaking of the housewives, we got to talk about Howard Stern. Howard Stern was talking about that cringy scene with Kyle Richards and her family on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale. Take a listen to what he said.
And you know, I'm a big Beverly Hills housewife fan. I watch that show religiously. One of the gals on there, Kyle, she's getting, it looks like her marriage is on the rocks. She calls a meeting with her children and discusses it with them on camera. And I'm like, that's the craziest shit I ever saw. The husband's sitting there, even, I don't know, he's got to go along with it.
Was he blindsided? Did he know?
He seems in on it, but the family is so hell-bent on being famous. They bring the kids, young kids, on camera, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. Kids are crying. Like, literally, like, I'm a divorced guy. I can't imagine telling your kids is the most horrible thing you can do to them.
And you got to wait for the cameras to be set up before you can do it.
And the husband, he got a glass of wine. He goes, excuse me, he's pouring a glass of wine, this guy, because he's slugging it down during it. I'm watching this thing. I said, this is the greatest train wreck I've ever seen. This poor woman wants to be famous so bad she dragged the kids in to sit and tell them that they're having marital problems. And the one youngest daughter, she's in tears and crying. Like, what the fuck? I'm a divorced guy. It was horrible for my children.
Look, I was surprised that Howard Stern watches Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I mean, it's good, but I was surprised. But we've said it, and it's disturbing, especially, and that's what broke my heart watching the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale, was seeing Portia, specifically her reaction, because it felt like, oh my gosh, like, this is real. But again, you're using it for the show. I thought it was interesting. Jennifer says, okay, he's telling the truth. All right, SW says he's 100% right. Aqua agrees. Aqua Girl says it was painful watching Portia. Shivy says, I agree with Howard with this one. I know it's hard. It's hard with Howard. And look, Mama Allie says the same thing. I agree with Howard on this issue. Shivy says, I can't stand him otherwise. Yes, we understand. We understand. But yeah, so Howard Stern is weighing in on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Part 2 of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion will be airing this week, Wednesday, right? Wednesday night on Bravo. All right. Let me take a look at my notes and see if I've covered everything that I wanted to talk about. I did. Yay. Woo, what a long day. But it normally is for our Tuesday takeover. I hope the replay crew, you enjoy the playback. We will be posting the timestamps about every situation that we've covered in regards to pop culture news, reality TV, and reality TV news. As always, feel free to weigh in below in the comment section. But as always, we do not moderate adults. So please keep that in mind. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe says, another lie, Heather Gay, groundbreaking. Joe. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you guys. You can also support the channel simply by liking the video, simply by giving our podcast, KEMPIRE, a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify if you haven't already. Go give it a listen. We've been putting out a lot of content. Yes, you can take some of our live recaps here on the go, but there's also special additional exclusive content like our DC show. You can hear the audio there. You can also hear our New York City show there. And speaking of our show, Philly will be coming to Philly this Thursday at City Winery. If you haven't gotten your tickets already, what are you waiting on? Get your tickets today over at KEMPIRE After Dark, at KEMPIREAfterDarkLive.com/Philly. More information is available in the description. Go get your tickets. I look forward to seeing and meeting all of you on Thursday, Philly. And if you live in South Jersey, another opportunity for you guys to come and see it. All right, y'all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to our King's Guards. We appreciate them so much. So be sure to thank them in the live chat. And of course, thank you to our channel members. To become a channel member, head on over to teamkempire.com/join. Thank you all for being here. And thank you to our sponsor today, AG1. More information on how you can get AG1 is available in the description. Thank you all for being here. I will see you all in the next one. Bye, y'all.